God is speaking directly to your heart. You have cried in the secret place, wondering if the love you lost would ever be restored. You have questioned, Lord, is this your will? Was that connection truly meant for me? And now, heaven responds, get ready, because restoration is on the way. The person you once loved, the one who walked away, the one who may have doubted the depth of what you carried in your heart, God is stirring their spirit. They have wrestled in the quiet. They have felt the void, and now their heart is being softened by the hand of the Lord. Expect a call, expect a message, expect a shift, because God is moving in ways you cannot yet see. This is not just reconciliation. This is divine alignment. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. The enemy wanted you to believe it was over, that love had died, that you were forgotten. But hear this, God has the final say. What He ordained, no force in hell can cancel. What He joined together, no deception can permanently separate. The tears you have sown in sorrow will reap a harvest of joy. This is not just about rekindling a romance. It is about a bond that has been refined in the fire, tested through trials, and made stronger by the grace of God. This time, it will be different. This time, it will be under the covering of divine wisdom. The Lord has been working on their heart, just as He has been preparing you. They now see what they could not see before. They now understand the value of what they once had. It is written in Isaiah 60:22, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And beloved, the time is now. Do not be surprised when the phone rings, when the message comes, when the door that once closed swings open again. This is not a coincidence. This is God's perfect will being revealed in your life. But listen, child of God, as the Lord restores this connection, He calls you to walk in wisdom. This is not a return to the past. This is a stepping into a God-ordained future. You are no longer who you were back then, and neither are they. This time, love will be built on truth, faith, and purpose. The enemy tried to convince you to settle for heartbreak, but God says you were never abandoned. You were being positioned. This love will glorify Him. This love will be a testimony. So prepare your heart, walk in expectation, speak life over your situation, and when that call comes, discern with the Holy Spirit, knowing that what God restores, He also blesses. If this word resonates with your spirit, if you feel the confirmation stirring in your soul, declare it in faith. Lord, I receive your divine restoration. Let your will be done in my life. God is putting an end to your loneliness. The season of waiting is about to shift, and the one designed for you is closer than you think. I know the waiting hasn't been easy. You've prayed, you've cried, and some nights you've wondered if God even hears you. But let me assure you, every tear, every whispered prayer, and every longing has reached heaven. God has not forgotten you. He sees your heart, and He knows the desires that lie deep within it. The same God who placed those desires in you is faithful to fulfill them. You are not alone in this journey. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating divine encounters and preparing the right person for you. They're not just anyone. They are hand-picked, designed to complement your spirit and walk with you in purpose. This union will be one that glorifies God, a partnership rooted in faith, love, and destiny. It's so easy to grow weary in the waiting, but let me remind you, delay is not denial. God's timing is perfect. He's been using this season to shape you, to mold you, and to prepare you for the blessing that's coming. The wait wasn't wasted. It was preparation for something extraordinary. Right now, I want you to declare this over your life. I am not alone. God is with me, and His plans for me are good. My loneliness is ending, and I am stepping into a season of divine connection. Speak it with faith. Speak it with boldness. Your words have power, and they align with what heaven is saying over you.
Right now, God is mending hearts. He's healing wounds you thought would never heal. He's bringing clarity to the confusion and peace to the chaos. The relationships you thought were over, the dreams you thought were dead, the opportunities you thought had passed you by. He's breathing life into them again. He's restoring what was lost and rebuilding what was torn down. But it doesn't stop there. God isn't just restoring for the sake of restoration. He's preparing you for togetherness. He's bringing people into your life who will walk with you, encourage you, and remind you of His love. He's repairing the bridges that were burned, opening doors for reconciliation, and creating new pathways for unity. What the enemy meant for harm, God is turning around for good. He's using your story, your pain, your journey to bring others closer to Him. This isn't just about you, it's about what God is doing through you. Your life is a vessel for His glory, and as He rebuilds, He's making you a living testimony of His faithfulness. People will see what He's done in your life and be reminded of His power. They'll see the transformation and know that only God could have done it. It's time to let go of the fear, the doubt, the regret. It's time to stop holding on to the hurt and start trusting that God's plans are still good. He hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't given up on you. He's been preparing you for this very moment, for this new season of your life. What's ahead is greater than anything you've left behind. You might not see it all now. You might still feel the weight of the brokenness, but don't give up. Keep trusting. Keep believing. The God who made the heavens and the earth, the God who holds the stars in place, is the same God who's holding you. He's the same God who's putting the pieces of your life back together in a way that only He can. This is your moment to rise. This is your moment to step into the new thing God is doing. He's not just rebuilding what was broken. He's creating something brand new. Togetherness is near. Restoration is near. Healing is near. And through it all, God is with you. He's been with you every step of the way, and He's not going to stop now. So take heart. Be encouraged. Lift your eyes to the one who makes all things new. Your story isn't over. The best is yet to come. Trust Him. He's faithful, and He's rebuilding your life, one beautiful piece at a time.